and you're going to follow all the rules and all the spirit of everything in terms of how it's done, how you do the social sharing video, how you do your comments, every freaking reason. Because if you don't tell people what happens to you, what is the impact when, I'm not even going to say when you're chasing down people, what happens to you when you start seeing, you know, all these out of integrities that you promised me you would be the ambassador for not happening? That's the condition of you being able to profit, and only you profit from it.
Well, first of all, it just takes me out of my focus where now I've got to go and spend time cleaning that up or reaching out to people who the breakdown happened with. And given that this is also offered for free, the whole idea says this is made easy for me, right? Where there's no work involved. Yes, there will be admin agreement, whatever. That's got to be done, and I've taken ownership and
It's actually
responsibility
it's
for that.
actually it's actually precisely created to never ever create any kind of negative experience or interruption to your happiness ever. Because if it
Hmm.
ever does, then it affects your ability to, really focus and prosper as an entrepreneur that's in a challenging time right now. And whether it was a challenging time or not, when something's free like this, you can only do it if you can see how it's providing value to you always, always, right? Because if it's not providing value to you always, 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 guess what? At some point, you're going to leave this thing, just like eventually you had to leave 1111, like I told you you would one day.
Hmm.
This has the potential for you to never, ever want to leave it, but
Hmm.
only if these agreements are honored and followed and communicated clearly. And if penalties need to be associated with them, like I used to do with some of our clients, to benefit them, so that and they willingly agreed when they understood why I was creating the penalty if I were to offer this to them, right?
Hmm.
So I want you to be really clear. What I just said, I would do a stop start right now, and I'm going to tell you why. That's the most important thing people need to understand, Samina. And that's the most important thing. You need to just love yourself enough to communicate this, because I'm asking you to, you know, tell the story of this brand completely authentically and honestly, every aspect. The agreement, what I just said about your well being, it can never, ever, ever take away time or distraction or unhappiness from a momentum you are in that's positive, in such a way that it ever, 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 your participation in this thing, ever, 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 right, makes you wonder if it's, it's good, this is going to be take away time from you making money, take away happiness from you making money, take away time from you spending time with your family, take it away time for anything at all that you value, your meditation time with God. Like, nobody will ever allow, nothing will, no agree, I have my meditation time with God sometime between 3 in the morning, 7 a.m. it starts, like every single day, right? And so I've designed the way I participate in this thing in such a way that I never have a negative experience honoring my 1111 agreement with you, as I'm doing right now,
Hmm.
or having a booking session with someone as I'm about to do with you right now. Get it?
Hmm.
That's the spirit of it. The truth is, every single agreement is designed to protect you from ever not fully enjoying what this is all about.
Hmm.
It's about it, getting into the highest vibration every time that you could possibly get into when you are booking people consistently,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And if all of a sudden you're like, oh, somebody broke a rule, and now you got to chase them down and or just be communicating with them all, giving them any thought at all. When you're an entrepreneur, you can only give thought to one thing per day as an entrepreneur if you want to make it, right?
Yeah.
One thing a day.